Hi, you are watching Eligible. This is not a topic that needs discussion, but the reason why I created this video is the developers don't know the traffic flow and need to understand how the request will be taken care of, in case of a reverse proxy is in place. Let me show you the traffic flow of a reverse proxy. It starts from the DNS, where I've hosted my domain names and pointed them to a public IP which I've received from the telecom provider. The telecommunication company has provided me a dedicated internet line and on top of that a pool of public IPs. I've configured the public IP in my firewall. Then I've set up a VM. You can also use a physical host for this kind of setup, with Ubuntu 16.04 installed on it and Nginx on top of that. In the Nginx, I've set up a vhost, where I've mentioned the public URL, for example, mywebserver.com, and then I pointed the web server IP next to it. This is a basic workflow to understand how things work in a reverse proxy environment. We'll show you the setup in a while. So, first I registered a domain name with my DNS provider as ahasib, and since I've already pointed an A record, so I don't need to point again an A record, instead I've pointed a C name. You can find out regarding A record and C name in Google. Let's focus on port 81st. This what you are watching right now is a vhost file, where I've pointed the domain name towards my web server. You can see the location block and underneath the proxy pass. This will tell the Nginx that when ahasib is accessed by a user, take the request to this local IP. This is another host, or you can say a VM, where my website, application, or web service is hosted, which I've bound with the IP 172.31.2.51. So when a user accesses the URL, ahasib, it will be simple fetching data from this VM. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe.